Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. We're starting off today here in a 30, gosh, freaking A. Hopefully these guys leave. 33 player free-for-all battle. They do. We hold, we win. If somebody comes back here, it might be a little bit of a problem, but if not, we have a very strong spot. That spot, I don't mind. And what I like is it makes this spot less appealing. I can definitely beat someone in the corner. Beating somebody right next to me comes at a little bit of a challenge in grabbing a corner for ourselves. I do believe full sending is off on this one. So we can play it a little bit more aggressively. I do, as I've mentioned a lot of times, like full sending off games. I think it rewards better skilled players and not luck-based players. I did an entire video of can you win a territorial game without attacking anyone? And the answer is yes. You can just wait for full sends and then you get the full send, which is, you know, technically attack, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's go in our infinite growth phase here. Get nice and big. Try and keep this up. Talking about skillful players, we are not one of them. Can't even maintain an infinite growth phase. Embarrassing. All right, but let's push for the corner when we get the opportunity. Otherwise, we're just going to be pushing out. We're doing fine. We are currently the crown. Doesn't matter at the beginning of the game. I say this every single time. But right now, whoever has the crown isn't really a factor. It matters who has the crown at the end of the bot phase. And more importantly, who has the crown at the end of the bot phase is often a target. It's kind of better to get second place in a lot of chances. Fortunately for us, this guy in the corner did not get off to a good expansion path. Very much limited by the amount of bots he can fight. Give me that bot. And when they go in their infinite growth phase, which allows us a little bit of a heads up, we're sneaking past this guy. Is he gonna? Oh, he did notice. Unfortunate. We'll finish up the last of our bots over here. And we're in a good spot. We're gonna hold here and be happy with our accomplishments. And start saving up to our red interest. We're in a great spot, especially with these two fighting over here. We can definitely take advantage of that here in the future. But for the time being, no need to rush anything. We're always going to be stronger than these two. Now, if one of them starts to really whittle themselves down, if we get to like 1 million, I'll be fine and ready to attack. I don't like how big you're getting, to be honest with you. I'm going to push in this guy. I want this land in it. More importantly, I want to get closer to 60,000 pixels. So when land does come up, I can react much faster to grabbing it. So that is good for us. We have the crown. Full send is not going to be happy about the terms of this game when he realizes that full sends are not allowed. In fact, I should probably just attack him now. I know I'm not on my red interest, but this is my closest person to being able to fight me. But you fully blocked me. There we go. That's what I wanted. We keep pushing this. And I'm not going to get knocked all the way back, so we're just going to counterattack that. And he's desperately trying to fight me back, but at this point, he's so low on troops. He's not going to be able to do anything about it. And we can just kind of whittle him down attrition-wise to a good spot. Now, it is arguable that we don't need this land. We don't need to fight for it. Especially as other players getting big around us. Django will take your friendship. But let's go ahead and grab it and see if we can hold. We don't need to. We can lose a lot and still be very strong. So I don't mind pushing for this. We'll just grab the rest of this land. And now we're going to hold until our red interest. It's just going to be a while. It's going to take a lot to move me off this mark. Fortunately, this guy's moving over here, which is good for me. Where is this player 4, 4, 5, 6? He's in the middle. I'll take an alliance with you. I don't anticipate you attacking me anytime soon. We are at a very good red interest. So now we just kind of think about how do we clean up our borders and can we face less players? I don't know who's attacking. Oh, it's just, there you go, bud. Gonna completely ignore that. I'm gonna fight Django. Let's fight easier targets first. And then we'll kind of deal with harder targets later. Actually, I probably should have fought a hard target first because this guy over here is gonna be a pain in the butt. But you will now have to worry about 4, 5, 6 behind you. So I'd love to become your friend. You accept. Good. I'm going to start pushing into this guy right away. And just really solidify my position here in the middle. If this guy starts to go down, we jump on it, obviously. But I'd rather take down a strong player in this moment and actually get some attacks in there. We're way above our red interest. I didn't realize I was attacking at 8%. So now we just play this attrition battle with this guy. And we will have to fight 4, 5, 6 probably sooner rather than later. So you're really heavily counterattacking me here, but it doesn't matter. I'm maintaining a red interest at all times. And he's down to 2 million troops. And we're over 160,000 pixels, so we're moving much faster, which is great for us. We have left and become a bot. I don't like this guy. I'm going to have to fight this guy next. Oh, okay. You asked for an alliance. This is going to be the tricky situation, is now I got to fight this guy. I imagine all three of these players are going to go on me. I have 36% in red interest. Launch the attack. Give him less time to talk about. We're going for the guy in the middle to see if anyone wants to branch off and help us do this. If not, we can fully anticipate the attack. We do get one person help us. That's monumental in this moment. If I'm any of the other players on the board, I'm immediately striking me right now like player 911 is doing. Algeria, I'll be your friend for sure. And it just becomes how much do I want to knock this guy back? And I do want to knock you back a little bit too. You know what? I can get a lot of free land off you. You're drastically over attacking. This will bring in 852 into the fight. But at this point, I have so much board percentage, it doesn't really matter. He can boat into me if he wants to, but it's not going to be enough. The entire board could turn on me at this point. And I would still be strong enough to be able to stand them all. Having please on my side doubles that statement. So now we can just go in here, see if this guy has the gall to attack me. If not, I'm going to attack him, that's for sure. The only person I'm leaving on the board is please. He's been my friend. He helped me too. Yeah, he immediately attacks me, but I'm just going to kind of ignore him and work on this guy now. We have 60%. We'll work with our friend, get this guy down faster. Now that he's a bot, though, we'll flip targets. Just start working on you, sir. Knock you down. Couple more attacks. Actually, that's it. And then we can just clear through this guy as well. So we weren't slowed down by any kind of full sends. Got off to a good start. And what really made the difference here was being able to attack the guy whose name, ironically, was full send. We were able to do that because we knew we couldn't be full sent. But let's give the claps good sportsmanship here. Let them know that we're going for the peace and a kissy face for the boys. Call for the peace. There we go. Let's take a look at that replay and I'll show you what I mean. So in this moment, I decide I'm going to attack only full send. If this was a game with full sends, I wouldn't risk this move. And the reason why is this is a chokehold, which means that the amount of troops that he would full send into me would take much longer to develop because it's a narrower border. It wouldn't really be worth it for me to do that. But because this is a game without full sends, this is a pretty safe bet. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm looking at my neighbors. This guy's got 700,000. Yeah, but like if he attacked me, what would be in it for him? He would get this narrow bit of land before he'd probably be cut off. He wouldn't get a lot out of it. So it wouldn't make sense for him to attack me. This guy's honestly too weak. And this guy's I'm 600,000 in front of, and he's got strong neighbors he needs to worry about as well, which is kind of why I was able to rule this as a possibility to do. Especially as Django starts to attack this guy starts to attack Holland. I know I can fully commit to this move and not have to worry about it. Now, in this moment, could people attack me? Yeah, absolutely. They have the strength to probably take me down, but MV's still worrying about Holland. Django's a little bit too weak, and please be able to secure an alliance with. So it ended up being a safe maneuver, and that's kind of the difference of how you play a sword game or a full send off game versus a full send on game. Anyways, let's go on to the next game. All right, next game up is going to be a 62-player teams battle here in North America. We have a lot of our team going in the middle. Not the best. We do have a player in the south that could support us, but there's a ton of players of the white team, so this is not looking superb. I thought about moving to Alaska, but that guy left. We have presence in the middle. It's not the best. I'm going to move up north so I don't get sandwiched in between the three players on the white team. And that's kind of the only reason. Oh, good. A player on the black team random spawned in. Yeah, that was totally planned. That's why I moved out of there. But no, that's a nice benefit for us leaving that spot. Is someone else gets assigned that spot and can take that kind of sacrificial lamb role, while we can potentially be more of an asset to our team. Now, we are getting for a little bit of a fight, especially with the white player we're already bordering, but we could potentially have support with our other green compadre to the south of us. But let's go in our infinite growth phase and just see if what damage we can do and how big we can get on our own. We do have a good presence once again together, but in the middle, so it's going to be a little bit of a still an every man for himself type scenario. AZE, the white player below me, has left and become a bot. That is fantastic news. I don't want to solely border that bot though, so it only has me to attack. So I do want to leave room for my teammate to potentially come in, or a player on the black team. Jesus is my god. Okay, good to hear. Well, let's continue to keep pushing up north though. There's still a little bit of bots to grab. We might be able to grab that black bot up north as well. And can we? We can. Let's go. Okay, huge for us. Now, I do see that hometown is getting attacked. No need for us to get involved in that one right now. We're in a little bit of a precarious situation. We got to deal with the bot first, and I want to be able to be strong enough to deter attacks from happening to us. Green team's off to the best start of any team right now. But again, very kind of House of Cards movement. Let's go ahead and jump in here and grab this land as well. Wonderful. And we are getting pretty strong, which is good for us. Unfortunately, one of our teammates does full send, so that's a lot of land that gets sacrificed to the black team. A little bit unfortunate that he's engaging in that. Nothing we can do to fix that, though. Let's try and get up to 1.2. Oh, never mind. This guy's 0 troops. We could definitely potentially take him down with an actual attack. We could probably get help from Mr. Cutthroat up north as well, although he's definitely got other things to worry about. He's kind of frontlining a lot for our team. But we can definitely take out this guy and be a nice little support. Finish off this and reclaim that land for our team. Yeah. Vamp Boy is also getting attacked. We'll let those guys go up north. I think they should be saving in this moment, especially Vamp Boy. He is very low on troops. He's higher than me in pixels, but very much lower than me, and I'm not very high myself. So we're going to have a while in saving before we really do anything, although the white player getting attacked kind of changes that. I'm going to get a little bit aggro here. Just try and get up. And the reason I'm being aggro here is I want to be able to support Vamp Boy from this anti-furry player and make sure that if he attacks my teammates that I'm able to respond in kind and probably just delay that action altogether. Now we do need to take out this red player over here just to secure more land, especially if furry attacks him. We're gonna have to jump on that, and he does. We get attacked by player 529. Let's just jump in and finish that guy off. You want to attack that guy right away? I don't think that's a good move. We definitely want to save up to red interest so that we can react to anything on the board with donations if need be. You are attacking down. Okay, that guy full sent. Let's jump on this land. I keep saying we're going to save, and then opportunities just keep kind of appearing. But now's the point I want to save. I want to get up a little bit higher to red interest. Vamp Boy is signaling, do you want to do this? No. Brother, please save for money. Please save for money. I may not be. I think I'm going to be in a position. We're at red interest. We'll be able to kind of do this. Let's go ahead and start attacking anti-guy. And start knocking him down before he has a chance to really consolidate his position. He's in the top 10, so definitely someone that we want to strike right now. Blue team's not especially strong in percentage, but they do have a very strong player in Titan, and if Furry was to join him, that could be disastrous for us. So we'll push this one. I do want to deal with the black player in Florida and Georgia and knock off that guy before he becomes too much of a threat. Oof, our Western front got full sense. That's not the best. Western front's definitely our weakest front right now, as we have a lot of players that can help each other, but especially the guy in the middle doesn't have a ton of troops. Fortunately, this guy full sense, we can jump on this land, grab all of that, and once again, try and get back up to our red interest and start engaging this guy down here. So we're pretty close to our red interest. I think we're fine with doing this. Yeah, we're actually at red interest. Let's go ahead and start clearing out this guy so we can start fully focusing forward without having to worry about this guy. If he full sends us, our green compadre in Mexico area will be able to grab the land. So it is a safe bet for us to attack because only our team can grab said land. So we'll keep, I think that was the full send right there. In fact, it was. So we'll grab all this land and be able to focus up north. There was a debate in my head about leaving. Hold on, we got to get there. Leaving Axis allies to get stronger. But I do feel like I wanted to solidify the backline player and just get him out of the way quicker. So now we can go into this guy with all of our force and just keep attacking him. Now, I do see that the purple player is pushing through our back lines. That one player we talked about was a little bit on the weak side, is still very weak, so that is not good. But I think our teammate in Mexico can do a good job kind of closing that gap. Give you... there's a full send on me. Ooh. I don't think this is dangerous yet. We have 51%. I will give you a little bit of donation to hold on there for a little bit. I'll be able to wrap around up north. The blue player... last blue player has left the game. Let's just immediately launch an attack and start claiming this land. I don't think they can outrace me, especially as Legio has deplenished all the way down to 3 million troops, so he is definitely not a strong boy anymore, but our compadre is falling down south. Okay, hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just push through you. and the bot. And Legio is basically out of the fight. It's just the player on the black team that's the only threat on the board. But again, we have 60%, so we're not exactly worried about it. I'd much rather push with a strong teammate than try and prop up a weaker teammate. You do a lot more damage that way and a lot quicker. And with the purple player falling, we can now just kind of casually move our way over and get into the front lines ourselves. And it shouldn't take long. We have 11 million troops. He only has 5. He's pretty close to us in pixel size, but that will change rather quickly once we get over there. And yeah, Neo Vamp, Brad, just save up troops next time. But let's just go ahead and fight this guy down. He gives claps good sportsmanship. We'll give him back. GG's to you, sir. You played well, but you just got a little bit unlucky with your teammates, and we got lucky with ours, and that was kind of the difference there. So we'll full send on this guy and knock off you, and that will do it for today. So as we do start to wrap things up, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially made this far in the video. If you have made this far in the video, hey, give a thumbs up, really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos 6 days a week, but for now, boys, I will see you in the next one.